Third and 3. Perez tries to sneak out. Keeps his eyes downfield. End zone. Touchdown, Arlington.
Quarterback Perez making plays.
Still in the backfield, Perez takes a shot downfield with the wind. Has Peyton wide open. How about Arlington? 58 yards.
Great throw by Perez.
Perez continues to deal. Takes a shot. Has a receiver. Caught. Touchdown, Arlington.
You saw him balling out on the field, and now you see him on the big screen. We welcome in Luis Perez, and the party just keeps getting better, Fitz, because this man has been a journeyman your entire career. Just to be honest, we love how you came up from learning how to play quarterback on YouTube and then going from the Vipers to Arlington. You have literally been the result of one of the best trades in the XFL, but it can't be easy to go from one team to another. They were averaging 13 points per game before you got there, and ever since you came, now it's 20 per game. How's that transition been like?
Yeah, it's been a whirlwind, right? From getting traded to coming out here, learning a new system, gaining the trust of the coaches and the players. It's been fun, though. I've embraced this journey, and shoot, we're just getting started.
How different is it? Because we're used to the concept of trades, but trades usually mean you go to a total different city and a total different team. You guys train in one hub. So how weird is it to be traded, but then still see everybody all the time?
Yeah, so the trade, was a 20-minute Uber to get to the Sheraton Hotel. But, it's been great, though. I'm forever grateful, for Rick and Coach Stoops to, make that trade and believe in me. And shoot, as you can see, our offense has been getting better and better every week. And, hopefully we keep that trend going.
Another thing that I've witnessed just from the live mics is the way that you've kind of taken up this leadership role. How has that been from you, and how have you relied on your past experience to help you just automatically accept that?
Yeah, so I've been in a part of all these leagues. I've been in the AAF, I've been in the Spring League, been in the USFL, been in the first XFL, and now here. It's kind of the same deal, right? You have to gain the trust of your teammates and your coaches pretty quickly, right? Usually you get about 3 or 4 weeks of practice, and then now you're playing games, right? This situation was a little different because I had to gain the trust of these guys in 4 or 5 days, knowing I was going to go out there and play. But no, the transition's been really good. From when I first got here, the coaches did a phenomenal job putting me in position to succeed, putting plays that I was comfortable with and slowly kind of easing me into the offense. And as you can see, like I said, just that trend just keeps going up.
Well, with that trend going up, the passing yardage has also gone up. It's up over 100 yards a game since you joined the team. That means a lot of people have to gel. How difficult has it been in this season to gel with your receivers and get that level of productivity?
Yeah, I think it's just those guys gaining the trust in me and vice versa with me, right? And I think, all the work that these guys put in off the field, I think the biggest emphasis I try to bring when I got here was, hey, yeah, we have practice times, but we still got to meet, later at the hotel. We have to meet after practice. We got to do all these things to get on the same page because, again, I've only been here, 4.5 weeks or so.
One strength about your team is the defense. You have forced a turnover in every single game. How much does that help the offense and make you feel comfortable every time you step on the field?
Yeah, no, our defense has been tremendous all year. And yeah, it starts with Coach Lewis and Coach Hayes, and I mean, it trickles down. You can see, the level of intensity these guys bring. And we have a lot of veteran guys on defense and, it shows up. These guys are hungry. These guys are, ready to play. And you can tell, man, that we're so close to making plays on every single one. And like you said, every single game we've had a turnover. So it's definitely helped the offense.
I mean, let's have a real moment, though. Y'all got some disrespect going into the playoffs, right? There was a lot of conversation about the XFL playoff system for you guys. How did that feed your locker room going into the semifinal game?
You can't entertain stuff like that. If you look at the NFL is the same way, right? And I think all of us in here really believed. And I think that's what really got us through last week is, who cares about all the noise, all these guys saying, hey, we shouldn't be in our record, this and that. We know what we're capable of, and we believe. And, when we believe in all 11 do the right thing on both sides of the football, that's what, the result is what happened last week.
Yeah, we love to see it. Coach Stoops said it right there. All it takes is a puncher's chance, and you guys definitely had a chance. It's going to be fun to watch you. But in our research, while we were prepping for this interview, we learned something about you, Luis. You're a bowling legend. Now, as I've addressed that, We want to know a little bit of something about how that passion came to be and how you became that bowling legend.
Yeah, so really the first time I really got exposed to it was my dad's birthday. I was about 10 or 11 years old, and we went out, and we just started bowling for his birthday. And my dad, was a pretty good bowler himself, and I did pretty well. I beat everybody, and I really enjoyed it. And then from that time, it went to going every weekend, and then from there it was, hey, let me get my shoes, let me get my own ball, let me join a league, and it just kept escalating like that. And then sooner or later I took love for it, and I was in the bowling alley 6-7 times a week, bowling 4 or 5 games a day, and I was getting after it.
Give us the real. Don't be humble here for a second. How many perfect games are we talking? Like, what's a run look like for you?
12 perfect games.
12.
Well, he knew it off rip.
And do it right off the top of his head. Joey G, I know you're over there monitoring everything. What you got for him?
Luis, you famously gave up your professional bowling career to pursue quarterbacking through YouTube, which means you got to be a junkie. Although your page says you haven't posted a video in 8 years, what is like your guilty YouTube obsession? Is there a channel? Is there some sort of content that you just find yourself in wormholes in?
Not really.
Taylor
I
Swift?
don't really have a channel. There's really
Coco
no
Melon?
channel. I mean, I love watching highlights of like former players like Peyton Manning, Brady, Breeze, Rodgers. I love watching stuff like that, NFL films. And occasionally you will catch myself looking at old Pete Weber against Norm Duke, showdowns and stuff like that. But really I use YouTube as like more educational, versus more like recreational, if that makes sense.
Man, and we appreciate it. We love your story. Like Scooby said, it's been fun to watch you do this thing and really cool to see the trade turn out to be so beneficial for you and for your team. Best of luck in the game. We wish you luck moving forward. Thanks for hanging out with us.
Appreciate it. Thanks for having me, guys.